If you ever buy a retro handheld and you're gonna find inside non-branded SD card, do yourself a favor and flush it down the toilet. You might wanna copy some games over first, but I'm not doing it. You know me, I'm a Vita guy, Vita homebrew ports guy to be more precise. Therefore, I wanna load it up with not just any games, but with the best ports out there. I have seen the video from Anbernic, where they have showcased a bunch of ports running on the latest stock firmware. I wanted to do the same, however they somewhat forgot to mention how the hell am I supposed to do it. I did a bit of Reddit digging and I found out that just a handful of ports are supported. I didn't want to cut any corners, I wanted full-fledged Portmaster support with every single bell and whistle. Therefore I've decided to install muOS. That went bananas, because that one has 100% Portmaster support, yes, 100. Installation was very straightforward. I just flashed an image with Rufus onto a good quality SD card. Good quality, that's the crucial word in here. And that was pretty much it. I popped the SD card back into my machine and I was waiting. While I was waiting, I was reading through a bunch of smart phrases that I truly enjoyed. Thumbs up for that.
Life is a puzzle, but I lost the box with the picture on it. I bought a pencil with no eraser, now I'm stuck with my mistakes. I'm not a complete idiot, some parts are missing.
Then I made a coffee. Then I did a bit of Johnny
I was
Cash.
just a baby. Mama told me, son, always be a good boy. To never play with guns.
Then suddenly the machine was ready.
Special thanks to my wonderful wife. Yeah, I like this. Mrs. Bongo.
I jumped
Thanks
right
to you,
into the
brother.
Portmaster
Sister.
inside of applications with my Wi-Fi turned on, and honestly my mind was blown. I never knew Portmaster does support this many games. Vita has very good ports library, but man, I'm telling you, Portmaster is as good, if not better. I don't want to discredit anything or anyone. Obviously, I'm very thankful for everything that homebrew communities have done, be it for Vita or for any other machine. But, I mean, just look at the list. Aliens vs Predator, M2R, Blood, Carmageddon, Celeste, the new one, Doom 3, Fallout 1 and 2, Baldur's Gate, GTA 3, Vice City, Half-Life, Serious Sam. I almost said there are too many of them, but nope, there are never too many of ports.
Here I'm in the Portmaster application. These are all the options in here. Ready to run ports are ports that don't require any additional game files. For a bunch of other ports like GTA 3, you need to provide your own game files for them to work. There is also featured ports category where you can find ready to run bangers, puzzling puzzles, or Portmaster picks, selection of ports by the masters of ports. These quality ports are a great place to start with Portmaster. What do we have here? Devolution X, aka Diablo, Half-Life, Maldita Castilla, AVGL, Out of This World re-implementation, Shovel Knight, Stardew Valley, and then we have all ports. Here you can also apply filters, you press X, and here for example let's check first person shooters, there is 46 of them. And these are all first-person shooters available in the Portmaster: LF1 Marathon, Alien vs Predator, Anarch, Blackstone, Blood, Catacomb, Daikatana, Death Chase, Descent, Doom 3, Duke Nukem, Exhumed, Half-Life, Hexen, Hover Tank, Iron Fury, Quake 1-3, Redneck Rampage, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Rise of Triad, Serious Sam, Shadow Warrior, Star Wars Jedi Knight, Wolfenstein, Z-Gloom, a lot of great ports in here.
You might have noticed I've changed the handheld in the meantime, cause initially I've started with this GBA SP clone, I've installed muOS and bunch of ports, then I launched GTA 3 and I realized that I'm missing some joysticks. There is a handy feature inside of muOS. When you press power button, it swaps D-pad and joystick, so you can kinda strafe and walk around, but you cannot actually look around. I started with this device because it was sent to me for a review by ToRetro, huge thanks to them. And my review is, it is good, I like it. I especially like the clamshell design, that's its main attraction, but it is missing joysticks. So I would rather prefer any of the other horizontal options with the joysticks like this one. They're selling for pretty much the same price, they have exactly same chip, just extra joysticks. And the joysticks make a lot of difference. Both of these machines, plus many more, are available at their website, feel free to check them out. So I've installed a bunch of ports also on the GBA SP clone. I think you're gonna enjoy most the 2D platforming games and things like that. I enjoyed things like Just Jack Rabbit 2, Maldita Castilla, Mini Doom 1 and 2, Omega Strike, Super Meat Boy. All of them played great, no slowdowns. For a bunch of ports you need to provide additional game files, sometimes even when the game is for free, for example like for Mini Doom. That one is for free, but you still gotta go to the official website, download it and transfer the files over. And I can see why. These games are great, they were made for free and they absolutely deserve all the attention. So if you feel like supporting anybody or anything I'm talking about in this video, please do it. Portmaster is a great tool, muOS is an exceptional custom firmware, all the homebrew games and ports and their creators are heroes. If I would want to mention them all, I would lose your attention. Because of that, we are carry on with dual joystick Portmaster setup and Aliens vs Predator. It runs like a butter, I'm a big fan. Blood, Fallout, GTA 3, Half-Life, Hexen 2, everything is here, is perfectly playable with dual joystick setup. I'm gonna be definitely exploring more of this uncharted Portmaster territory. I certainly wanna try out also Serious Sam, but I need to get game files first. This chip might not seem like a powerhouse, but it can put out some serious performance. And they are also selling it for not a whole lot of money. And overall, that's not a bad deal. And I'm not even talking about all the emulators, I'm just talking about ports and Portmaster, which by itself makes it worth it, at least in my humble opinion. These cheap Chinese machines are getting better and cheaper every day, and no, this doesn't make the old legacy handhelds not worth it. I see these comments a lot under my Vita videos, like this one. I don't really see a point of Vita in 2024 when you can just buy a cheap Chinese handheld and emulate pretty much everything. If this would be a case, if this would be true, then nobody would be buying any old handhelds anymore. Yet they are still selling like hotcakes. Game Boys, DS's, PSPs, 3DS's, Vitas, they are not going anywhere. They are here to stay for a long while alongside all of these new Chinese handhelds. Cause nothing beats the old school intended way of enjoying these games. Like for example for me, nothing beats playing Doom RPG on my old Sony Ericsson. Not even playing it on these shiny new Chinese handhelds with higher resolution screen and better controls. That's just the way it is. While I was doing this video, I also came across a new Dolphin external core for muOS firmware that allows to play some GameCube games. It is still just a work in progress, but it looks hell of a promising. muOS surely looks like the best firmware for these Anbernic devices, and I'm just scratching the surface in here. Community at the end of the day always does a better job at caring and supporting for the software side of things. Anbernic comes with a cheap device and community makes it like 100 times better. Big thumbs up! I've seen also support for more devices like TrimUI Smart Pro is coming. Looking forward to that one. As I said, I haven't installed anything else than ports and my mind is still blown. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I've also already set up the join button in case you're feeling extra generous. I would like to thank you all for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!
When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, never play with guns. I shot a man in Reno, I still watch him die. And when I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. bet there's rich was eating in a fancy dining car. The prop of drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming, I know I can be free. Just people keep on moving, and that's what touches me.